Hi guys, Jill here, and I have a haul video to show you. I was lucky enough to be able to once again get together with Tere, who is paprluvr here on YouTube, and it's paprluvr. And we made a little bit of a road trip, about an hour away, to our, not local, but nearby, JoAnn's, Michael's, and Hobby Lobby. And they were in Winter Garden, Florida, and they were really nice. So we had a great time, and her husband Mike drove us around. So it was really fun. Anyway, she brought me a few little gifts, and the first one is this recycled trim, and it's going to look really cool. Maybe on a tag. I like the colors. I like that it's all vintage looking with the red, the black, and the white, and then there's some brown on those little seed beads. And she brought me a nice generous amount, so that's really cool. She also cut for me this new book, which is The Garden Gate, and she cut, of course, all the little pieces. This blue that you see here is a clear sheet, and once I take off the blue backing, it'll be clear. She cut me a few of those. So I'm really looking forward to using this album. I have a few others in progress that I want to finish up first. And then she also brought me the small Graphic 45 matchbook box, and it just pulls out, and I have been wanting one of these forever. So I already have an idea for that. Okay, so let's try to keep, well, some order. Okay, so at Hobby Lobby, well, they had all of their wedding items made by, let's see, his and hers, 50% off. So, of course, these don't want to come apart. These little sprays ended up being 74 cents, and I got blue, and I'm sure they're hard to see on the backdrop, purple, and green, and they're all totally my type of colors. Then I got the clear, and similar price. I think this one came out to 73 cents, and then a pearl spray, and that one was 74. Then I also got these, and I saw Elizabeth, who's Beauty Bomb Bomb 1, get these and use them as flower centers, and these were 99 cents at half price. And 74 cents at half price, another pearl trim. This one's bigger. They had two sizes, and then they had this size with the iridescent, but I don't know, the big iridescent one didn't sit right with me. And then some flower centers, and I love to just stick those in things, and that's a nice big bundle of them, and they're a little bit bigger than the ones that I have. I got this clear stamp set. It was $1.99, and I ended up using my coupon, so it was really $1.20. I love that scissor. And then some spare parts, and the spare parts were half price, and here's just some brads. And as you guys know, and I have a card share that I do this with, I think just one of the cards, maybe two. I just like to stick them in flower arrangements where there's a spot that isn't quite right. And then their glass beads by Bead Treasures were also half price, so I got these for $1.50. Actually, no, $2, sorry. And the funny thing is, these little spacers right here are $4 for 8, or you could have gone with the sale string, which had 8 in it, and it was $2, so it was less expensive. I mean, it was half price to get it with the beads, so that was a no-brainer. Okay, I didn't go nuts. That was pretty good. Oh, some trim. And trim was half price. So this one I think was $2. And I've used this one before. It's that little gathered with the ribbon in the middle. And I had one in lavender. They didn't have that color. I wanted to replenish it. And then this lace trim with the fused pearls on top of it. Let me find a spot here, because it's folding into itself, which might be a pretty look. So it's lace and it has the fused pearls, and I think, yeah, this one was $1.50. Okay, but the Hobby Lobby was really nice there. We also went to Michael's. I didn't get a lot there. It was a big Michael's. They had a lot of stuff, but it was really weird put together. So these were on sale, the hanging clips, or they were less than they were marked, and I ended up getting them for $1.19. I use these to hang my tags around my stamp room. Then, one thing Tere hasn't, I don't know, she hasn't found the clearance aisles at a lot of stores, and every store has one. And one time she had asked an employee, and the employee told her, well, the clearance items are everywhere in the store. And that's true, but they have clearance aisles at Michael's and JoAnn's, and there are usually some really good things in there. So they had these Recollections fabric brads also with the crochet, and I got a set of green and a set of blue, and they were 99 cents each. And then here's another pack of those brads. These are the clear ones. I love these. And these were on sale for, I think it was $1.29. And there was only one pack, or I would have grabbed a bunch of them. But I did go back to Michael's a little later, and they had the same exact ones as a stick pin. So I just cut the stick pins off, and here's a green one. These were 80 cents on clearance, and I think, yeah, there's 12 in here too. Sorry about that. My dog barks at everything. Hold on, let me get the door. It's driving me nuts today. Okay, so at JoAnn's, we hit some clearance stuff there too, or I bought mostly clearance. They had the Garden Party mat stack, and of course, so he comes in the room and barks. Sherlock! Come on, honey. Okay, so I got the Garden Party stack, and this is an older one, and it was $5. But I really, oh jeez, dogs. I really like that page, and I've always wanted to use that page. And then I love the minty green page in here. So that was $5. And then they still had a ton of Fact or Fiction from Basic Gray. And they had just stacks of the paper pads in their clearance section. And they had Holiday Tim Holtz dies for, I think they were $8. So if you're in that area, definitely was a good clearance aisle. And so I got another set of the brads. Tere found those for me. And then my husband always jokes that he wants the Angry Bird ribbon, and it was on clearance for 97 cents. So of course I had to get it for him. And lastly, from that trip, Tere had picked this up, the little cameo stamp. It's in the dollar section. Now they're playing under the table. Sherlock, please. And I saw her get it, and I asked her where she had picked it up from, and she said she already had one, and she gave it to me. So that was awesome. I really like this stamp, and I have not had luck finding it myself. And then I'm just going to include the few things that I got this week, and this was actually through Tere. Her husband picked up the Primrose stack for me, and she had been looking for it the whole time we were there, and it's an exclusive Michael's mat stack from what I understand. And so I was looking for it for Tere, found it, found 2 pads, and I had just left my husband, and he had all the cash. And I had taken him to lunch at work, and we went drive-through, and he put my credit card back in his pocket. I forgot. I could have just gone to savings, but that was silly of me not to think of that. So anyway, I told Tere I saw it there, and Mike went and picked up both stacks, and they brought one to me. So I now have this stack, which is just awesome. It's really beautiful, and that one's still closed, so I'm not going to bore you with it. And then another trip I made to Michael's, because it's right on the way to dropping my husband and son off at work. Some days I do that. And so I picked up one of the Martha Stewart molds from the jewelry section. And they had a ton of these at the Winter Garden one. They had 2. at my local Michael's. So, of course, I had to get the owl one. And these are made for her new epoxy, which I'm not going to get into because I have liquid epoxy that you mix both parts. And then we did go back to Winter Garden, and I just went to Hobby Lobby, and they were having a 50% off sale on everything that was the Paper Studio and Stampabilities, I think. So I picked up another set of the brads, and again, they still have that same little different from the Michaels one, and then of course the pearl in there. They had a whole bunch of different ones from when Tere and I were there just last week. And then I picked up these little canvas sewn together pieces, and they were like $1.24, so I wanted to give those a try. They looked fun. And then I thought it was just the Paper Studio and the other one, but the girl told me it was all the paper. I don't know if that's correct, but I had picked up 3 of the Prima stacks. It was actually all of the stacks that they had there. Hopefully they'll replenish. So I got Almanac, Printery, and Nature Garden. And I still want the Fairy one, Fairy Rhymes, but that's a good start. So that's pretty much everything that I have purchased this week, and I got some really, really nice stuff, and so I'm really happy with all this stuff. And so there you have it, and thanks for stopping by, and have a great day.